Hi, I'm Anna Barnett and I am a food writer and cook, and this is how I live with style. We have been in this house for about a year and a half, and when we found it, it was all about the light. The light was amazing. We saw it in summer, and it kind of has through winter as well, kind of light coming all through this space here on the ground floor, which was actually originally the living room. Everything, although my life is very varied, is kind of centered around food. So I knew that the kitchen was kind of my priority in terms of how it had to feel the heart of the home. I'm a huge fan of the glass studio. They make these beautiful hand-blown glassware. They've just brought out vases. I picked this up when we were in Penzance, doing a bit of a kind of recce on the area, checking out when we stayed at like the most gorgeous guest house, and they have really beautiful food offering. The pantry is kind of my pride and joy, but mainly where I hide most of kind of everything I cook with on a daily basis. When I travel, I'm always kind of picking up local delicacies, and I guess Greece is one of those places, also Italy, that just does like amazing dried oregano. And I've really got like addicted to putting on everything. I would say there's a few spices that are kind of in very kind of quick rotation. Sumac, definitely one of them. Coriander seeds, I kind of love those with everything, for pickling to making up your curry paste. I would have to say, in all honesty, this house is absolutely not finished. But I just feel like the pressure to try and get this kind of perfect finished article is just, for me, it's just not possible, because you're balancing work, and I've been quite hands-on in doing stuff myself. So I feel like a home should be a work in progress. This was one of the things, or collection of things that I bought out in Naxos, and I just need the bread, but this is like a very typical Naxian stone, like marble. The guy that made them was so clever. He showed me how he carved it out of this block of stone. This was also part of his collection, but a very rare, like I think it's very hard to mine this now, and this is from Townhouse, another Greek island we went to when we were doing our big kind of foodie tour. I saw it, I loved them. I had a very robust shopper bag that I hand carried them all the way back from boats, planes, trains, or the whole lot. This photographer, Lucy Lort, does these really beautiful, she shoots on her like dad's old 70s Pentax. They're just really beautiful kind of ocean shots, and I look at that and I'm like, that's my happy place, like ocean and swimming and sunshine. I think the premise for the house was for it to be this very calm space. Like, I'm quite a hectic person, so I feel like this house is a repressed version of my personality maybe. But I think because the light is so lovely in here, is that we wanted it to work in kind of unison with the light and have this, it's all about the shadows, the reflections, and I think, we just wanted a calm space. With the dining table, we opted for the largest we could fit in the space, which I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but I am someone that loves to host and have people over for dinner, and have always done that. This table, it's my most kind of prized possession. It's a Verona Rosso stone from Portugal. The couple that own this incredible company, Della Spada, they actually came and did a cookery class in our last place, and they brought their daughter and had this really lovely time together, and they got in touch about this table and the products they made, and I fell in love with this whole thing. And the one bone of contention, and maybe this still isn't its permanent home, but is the Pink Panther. It's a Catherine Bernhardt print, and I bought it for my husband. He loves it, but for me it's the one thing that I'm like, I just don't love it. But marriage is a compromise, and here I am compromising. That was the kitchen. I hope you like it. We should go take a look upstairs. This is the first floor of the house, and the house is kind of built like a townhouse, I guess, so we're across 4 floors, but it's bizarrely configured. So we added this kind of lovely curved wall, which I love, and this became our shower for the bathroom, and it also added like an extra meter for you to kind of walk into the bathroom. This we kept as a desk space. We actually took the stone from the bath So this was the bath cutout in a way to try and be resourceful and try not to be so wasteful. This is another Lucy Law print, and I just quite like the colours and the tones, and it felt like it was kind of another calming aspect to add to this little space. This is our work zone. It's all about being able to kind of switch off from everything else and really focus. So it's, you know, it's about getting your coffee, it's whatever snacks you need. I like to time myself to give myself kind of allotted, you know, an hour to do this and allocated job. Anything that might distract me or take me away from my work, phone is always away. A must for me is headphones. I use the Galaxy Buds2 Pro. It's all about cancelling out any distractions, any noise around me, especially if my husband's home, and these have active noise cancellation, so these are my go-to. I love podcasts and I listen to them religiously, and these are super comfy, so I can sit for hours with these on. The other thing I like to do is really kind of set the scene, is light a candle and channel all the calm. I have no excuse to not get my work done. For me, the bathroom started, and it was my biggest spend to begin with, and that was the taps. They're Perrin and Rowe, and yeah, I blew all my budget initially on taps. Everything is on dimmers because I just wanted this sense of calm to kind of carry on through to the bathroom, so that this could be a bit of a sanctuary and somewhere to relax and enjoy. This is our master bedroom, or where we sleep, and this, I would say, was my first labour of love, because I used this natural St. Leo plaster, which I painstakingly applied over every wall, the ceiling. I colour matched the cornicing, which was had to all be sprayed because it's so tricky to kind of hand paint. And this room I love because it gets the sun first thing in the morning. You can look out at the square and you see these big kind of swaying trees, and I feel like that connection to nature is a good calming wake up. Our bed is enormous because we had a big dog that would sleep on the bed, so that's my excuse for a giant bed. All the lights are kind of on dimmers, everything comes with like a calmer dialed down version. The artwork above the bed, it was when my dog got sick, and I don't know, my husband summed it up in the way that dog brains and the kind of confused or combination of person next to dog brains was a bit of all of us. So yeah, that's our family portrait, but kind of Tracy Emin style. And this piece of art is also Tracy Emin. We're super fans, and I actually got this for my husband from the Royal Academy Summer Show. I mean, a long time ago, because I got it for him as his engagement present. So I got a ring and he got a kind of sexy print or lithograph. The floor upstairs is another double bedroom, and actually really weirdly, everyone's always like, why is that not your bedroom? Because it's pitched ceilings, it's high up there, there's a sense of space, there's windows both sides, and you've got the open plan bathroom. But I think I'm kind of guided by the view to the greenery and the vast trees that have been there for hundreds of years, and I feel like you just don't have that upstairs. When I think about tips for renovating, I think don't underestimate how capable you are. Do things that will be able to be easily evolved over time. So while the space is quite neutral, it's still textural, but I know that I can dress it up, or I can kind of add colour or art that will make the space feel kind of renewed, where if I get bored, or you know, a year or two down the line and I want it to feel different. So I think I played it safe, but hopefully in a way that was interesting enough to kind of make us stay in love with how it feels now. I hoped you enjoyed having a nosy around my home. Don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Time Style YouTube channel. See you soon.